Living alone later in life is something people don't talk about enough. They either paint it as complete freedom or as unbearable loneliness, but the truth lies somewhere in between. It's a journey, one filled with quiet moments of peace, unexpected challenges, and lessons you never thought you'd have to learn. Some days it feels empowering, other days it feels heavy, but every single day it teaches you something about yourself. Let's talk about the things they don't tell you about living alone as an older person, the emotional reality, the practical adjustments, and the unexpected joys that come with this season of life. Living alone comes with a range of emotions, some expected, some surprising. It's not just about being by yourself, it's about learning how to live with yourself in a way you've never have before. At first, the silence can be overwhelming. No background noise of a loved one shuffling through the house, no casual conversations over breakfast. But over time, the quiet can become something else. Peace. You start to appreciate the stillness, the lack of pressure to entertain or accommodate someone else's schedule. It's a shift, but one that brings its own sense of comfort. Certain memories hit differently when you're alone. A favorite song playing on the radio, the sense of a familiar perfume, or even an old chair that no one sits in anymore. These moments can be both beautiful and painful. They remind you of all that was, but they also can call you to create new memories to make your home feel alive with experiences yet to come. There's something about celebrating alone that makes the absence of others more noticeable. Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, they can feel quieter than they used to. But this is where new traditions come in. Hosting a small gathering, volunteering, or even treating yourself to something special can turn these days from reminders of what's missing into opportunities for new joy. At first, managing everything alone, fixing things around the house, handling finances, making decisions without input can feel daunting. But over time, you realize just how capable you are. Living alone forces you to trust yourself more, and with that trust comes confidence. The small victories, fixing a leaky faucet, making a tough choice on your own, add up to a deep sense of independence. But you're still here. Society often overlooks older adults, especially those who live alone. People assume you're fine, that you don't need company, that you don't have stories to share, but you do. And staying engaged, whether through friendships, hobbies, or even simple conversations with neighbors, helps remind you and the world that you still have a voice, and it still matters. Emotions aside, there are real, everyday challenges to living alone. The kind no one warns you about until you're in the middle of figuring them out. It's not just about filling your days, it's about making sure your life runs smoothly, safely, and in a way that supports your well-being. When you live alone, there's no one in the next room to call for help if something happens. A slip in the shower, a sudden illness, or even just a dead car battery. You're the one who has to figure it out. Having a plan is key. Whether it's a medical alert system, or a check-in routine with a friend, or even just learning how to handle small emergencies. It's important to be prepared before you actually need it to be. When you're the only one at the table, it's easy to fall into bad eating habits. Skipping meals, grabbing whatever is easy, or eating the same thing every day. But food is fuel, and cooking for yourself is an act of self-care. Finding simple, healthy meals, prepping in advance, and occasionally sharing a meal with friends can turn eating into something enjoyable again. Without a second set of hands, every chore falls on you. Laundry, dishes, taking out the trash. It can pile up fast. The trick is to simplify. Decluttering, setting a routine, or even hiring help for the heavier tasks can make a big difference in keeping your home manageable and stress-free. Without a second income or someone to share expenses with, financial planning becomes even more critical. Bills, savings, unexpected costs, it's all on you. Keeping a budget, setting up auto pay, and making sure you have a financial safety net can help reduce stress and give you peace of mind. From video calls with family to online grocery orders, technology can make solo living a lot easier. But if you're not comfortable with it, it can feel like a barrier instead of a tool. Taking the time to learn how to use essential apps, smart home devices, and online services can increase your independence and make everyday life smoother. Living alone isn't just about managing challenges, it also comes with freedoms and joys that many people never expect. There's a deep sense of independence, a chance to reconnect with yourself, and a newfound appreciation for life's simple pleasures. There's no one else's schedule to consider. You wake up when you want, eat when you feel like it, and plan your day however you choose. Whether it's staying up late to watch your favorite movie or taking a slow morning to sip your coffee in peace, you get to move at your own rhythm without compromise. Living alone forces you to learn new skills and take full responsibility of your life. You become more self-sufficient, more resourceful, more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Many people find they develop new hobbies, rediscover old passions, or even take on new challenges they never expected to. There's no pressure to entertain someone when you don't feel like it. You decide when and how you want to connect with others, whether that means hosting friends, joining a club, or simply enjoying a good book in solitude. It's about quality over quantity, creating relationships that feel intentional rather than obligatory. Living alone sharpens your awareness of life's small joys. A quiet evening with a good book, the satisfaction of a clean house, the warmth of sunlight streaming through your window. These moments take on a deeper meaning when you have the time and space to truly appreciate them. At first, solitude can feel lonely, but over time it turns into something else, contentment. You realize that you are enough, that your own presence can be comforting and fulfilling. There's a power in knowing that you can enjoy life without needing someone else to validate it. Living alone as an older adult isn't just about solitude. It's about resilience, growth, and self-discovery. Yes, there are challenges. The silence can be deafening at first. The holidays can feel different. The responsibilities can feel heavier. But over time, you adjust. You find ways to make life easier, to create new routines, and to build a life that feels fulfilling on your own terms. More importantly, there are unexpected joys, the freedom to live at your own pace, the confidence that comes from handling things yourself, the deep appreciation for life's small, beautiful moments. Living alone doesn't mean being alone. It's about embracing a new way of living, one that prioritizes your happiness, your health, and your independence. And once you do that, you realize something powerful. This chapter of life isn't about loss, it's about possibility.